We're here because this is one of the houses that was bought out by the province, by taxpayers of Alberta, and the province has quietly started to announce they're going to demolish homes like this along the river, and neighborhoods are quite upset, I think rightly so, because we're going through this trauma again of the flood more than 2 years later. What people here really want is significant upstream flood mitigation, and I would absolutely agree with that. Residents here received a letter through their mailbox, just a drop in their mailbox, not actually through Canada Post, just outlining that the houses in your neighborhood are going to be demolished. It didn't outline which ones. It said 49 of these houses that have been bought out by the province, and I understand there are 98 of them that have been bought out, will be demolished. But the one we're standing in front of is the only house in this row that will be demolished. The house next door will not be taken down. It wasn't bought out. The house on the other side will not be taken down. It was not bought out. So you have to ask yourself, how is that going to help prevent future flood damage? The answer is it's not.
Oh, I live next door to this house here, and the Alberta Infrastructure is going to rip it down. I don't want to rip down. If you go in this house, the first and second floor are in perfect shape. There was a little bit of water in the basement. It was totally cleaned out. The previous owner was going to rebuild it, and they decided to move. I got a notice and dropped off my mailbox a couple of days ago saying they're going to rip these down in the fall. But other people, like Greg Clark, never got any notification that these properties are going to rip down. So how am I going to be assured that they're going to actually consult us?
What is going to be done to the site? There's some worry that amongst these neighbors, is this going to become a public park? Is it going to become a problem? The river's the other side. Are rafters going to stop and make a mess? What's going to happen? And that's also unclear. If they don't know the answer to that question yet because they haven't done the work, well, say that and be clear and have a clear process of what's going to happen. We've spent over $100 million to buy out less than 100 homes. That will not prevent future flood damage for anyone who's left behind. We could have used that $100 million to build upstream flood mitigation and protect downtown Calgary, the economic engine for Western Canada, to protect the remaining homeowners. The NDP's government today, they are accountable for decisions that happen in the public service. This is one of them. What I want is the minister to tell the neighborhood here what's going to happen. The residents deserve an explanation. I also want an urgent plan for flood mitigation. It's been long enough. We've had this government in place for 3 months now. They've had a chance to review the information, and it's time. It's time to move forward with flood mitigation.